Okay, so, two of my favorite characters share a lot in common. Goku, a Saiyan raised on Earth, Superman, a Kryptonian raised on Earth. Both were sent here by alien civilizations that expected them to conquer the planet. And neither became what they were meant to be.
Piece of shit! Alien! That is where you've always been wrong about me, Lex. I'm as human as anyone.
Listen, this is my home, and these are my friends, so it doesn't matter what you say I am.
I get scared. I wake up every morning, and despite not knowing what to do, I put one foot in front of the other, and I try to make the best choices I can. I screw up all the time. But that is being human.
My name is Goku, and I live here. Now leave us alone!
In both stories, their origins eventually come back to confront them. The world turns on Superman after the true message from his parents was discovered, and Goku is forced to directly battle the Saiyans that came looking for him, immediately kidnapping his only child and murdering his friends in the process. Despite all of the horrors that they're faced with, they do decide to accept where they came from. But it's more interesting than just the simple message of be yourself. Both of these stories are about refusing to let someone else's expectations decide who you are. I'll use James Gunn's Superman as an example. Clark grows up developing his own good-hearted personality without knowing that he's from a race of evil tyrants. But in spite of this, when he learns of his true origin, he spends a large chunk of the movie demonizing himself. Even though it's clear from our perspective that Clark did nothing wrong, he doubts that, and his main flaw in this movie is thinking that what someone else said about him has any right to be true of his own character.
They sent me here to hurt people.
Parents aren't for telling their children who they're supposed to be. Your choices, Clark. Your actions. That's what makes you who you are.
Goku ends up arriving at a similar conclusion, but in a very different way. He doesn't call himself a human and reject being a Saiyan. He simply refuses to become what Saiyans were. Throughout the story of Dragon Ball, this idea of a Saiyan raised on Earth comes up again and again and again, but it evolves over time. I want to highlight a more recent moment from the series.
Hey, wait! What's your name?
It's Goku. But Broly? Call me Kakarot.
Goku's telling Broly, another Saiyan, to call him Kakarot, which is Goku's Saiyan given name. But what does that even mean? It doesn't mean he's abandoning Goku, and it doesn't mean he's fully reverting into Saiyan ideology either. Goku's choosing to align himself with his Saiyan heritage in the areas that he wants to, while rejecting the parts that don't align with his philosophy. The story doesn't restrict Goku into choosing between two options. Whether he's Saiyan or Earth-raised doesn't limit what Goku can be, especially when Goku's the first one in history to have this experience. And I believe that the message that these stories are trying to tell goes beyond their own characters. If you're a part of something that comes with a label, whether it's a hobby, profession, religion, or anything else, deviating from the norm or experiencing it through your own lens is more important than following expectations that don't account for who you are. If you wholeheartedly believe that your way matters and does no harm, don't let someone else's idea of what you're supposed to do stop you from pursuing it. Because defining your own path means it may be one that no one's ever walked before. Goku and Superman knew that. Catch you on the flip.